All right, guys, welcome to episode 8 of a Gamers Mic podcast. Here with me is a very special guest, JBUNC. JBUNC is in the building. I'm glad to have you. I'm sure we'll have you back here later on. But
Thanks for having me.
Before I get started, I ask every one of my guests, I'm sure, you listen to the podcast, how did you get started gaming?
That takes it back.
Yeah, it takes it way back.
Man, the earliest I remember, I had to be like 5, 6, like that range.
What system?
Original Nintendo.
The
OG.
Nintendo. What was your first games playing?
The one I remember the most was Donkey Kong.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like the original.
Yeah.
I know they did some remakes, but that was like the original.
Yeah, because I only played the Donkey Kong 64 on the 64.
Yeah, that was good too.
That was a fun one.
And then you had your Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
On the original Nintendo.
Ty was always talking about that.
That was always a fun one. Mario.
Right.
That's the basic. And then I went to the N64, and obviously, I think that's when we started.
We started trading games. So this is actually the guy who I was talking about in the past episode about trading games, running up and down the hill.
Yeah.
He's my cousin, also my neighbor at the time, and man, we traded a ton of games.
Crazy.
From 64. You didn't have a PlayStation 1?
No.
So from 64 to PS2.
Yeah.
And those were the main ones. That was basically it. After that, I got a 360.
Yeah.
And then that's when Live was out.
And then we kind of went separate.
Yeah.
Then, because you stayed at Xbox, and then I kept getting PlayStation.
Right. And so after that, we never reconnected. I will say, remember most of the time later on you would have the show, and since Xbox didn't have the show. Yeah. I had to hit you up. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna come over. We're gonna get a season started. Yeah. That was fun. I enjoyed that too.
That was fun. I can't wait till it comes on Xbox.
Oh, I know. And that's coming soon.
Next year?
Next year? Yeah. Oh my god.
2021, I think.
All right, guys, be prepared on the stream. I will be streaming that for sure, and we'll get a league going. That'd be fun for that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But how did you come up with the name JBUNC?
Man, that's a long story.
Well, we're here.
So, back when I was filling out college applications,
mm-hmm.
They always asked for a username and a password.
Right.
And I was trying to come up with something unique that I could remember.
Right.
But also, it was just unique instead of my email.
Yeah.
So, the JB is my initials.
Right.
UNC, I'm a Tar Heel fan.
Sorry.
3739 was the last 4 of my telephone number at the time.
Yeah.
So it just made sense.
Nice.
JBUNC 3739. So that's how that started.
Right.
And then
so whenever your tag came up and asked you username, then you're like,
well, originally I did the Russell Wilson thing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
The E was a 3 and then the I was a 1. Kind of unique.
Right.
But then I started thinking, the more I play Madden and start using other teams and other players, it's going to be kind of weird if I'm Russell Wilson and I'm like Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's change it. And JBUNC just came up in my mind. That's kind of unique. Nobody else is going to have that.
Yeah.
And now, instead of JBUNC, it's just JBUNC. Which I'm cool with.
Well, you know what did it was the all caps.
Yeah.
So he has you can see it in the title of the video. It's all caps JBUNC.
Yeah.
I guess they don't separate that. And maybe if it was capital JB and then under lowercase UNC, that would have been. But now you're JBUNC, so you got to stick with it.
Is. There's nothing
I like
wrong
it.
With it.
Do you like it?
It's catchy.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
It's just one of those things. That's kind of like I am discounts. It's I picked out of a dictionary, and now it just stuck.
It is what it is, man.
Exactly.
And while we're on this subject, Bobby Lee wanted a shout out. So Bobby Lee,
hey.
It's JBUNC.
Well, so actually, since I talking about that Bobby Lee episode, I told him about my Grand Theft Auto story about whenever you guys brought up over the game, and I kept it overnight or whatever. My dad saw it, snapped it. Well, you have a similar story you told me, so let's hear it, man.
Oh man, terrible, terrible story. But it's a good one.
Yeah.
So when I was 15, me and my buddy, it was during the summer, and I was over at my buddy's house, and we started shooting paintball guns. And we just started off going in the woods, shooting each other, just
trees,
harmless fun.
Whatever,
trees,
yeah.
us, whatever. So we got this dumb idea. Stupid idea.
Yeah.
Huge. It was a huge, stupid idea. Ask anybody.
Huge.
It's terrible. Like, just dumb.
Yeah.
Started shooting cars going down the road.
Oh, yeah.
You know where...
Nice little moving target there for you.
Yeah. It was, it was like Call of Duty brought to life.
Yeah.
Like, So, like, where our middle school and high school was. So, in front of the middle school, there was, like, the softball field.
Yep.
And then there was, like, some trees behind it. So, we started in there, shot a few cars.
I just like how you said it. Shot a few. They just took it. Kept going.
Shot a few cars. And then this one bigger truck stopped. And we jumped on our bikes and just took off. We were like, screw that. So then we went over to the high school. And there's woods over there as well. So we got in those woods. Shot a few cars.
So that didn't scare you enough to where...
Oh, it scared me.
You guys were just like, let's reposition.
Yeah. At that point, my adrenaline was pumping. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, holy crap. Like, this trucker guy just stopped. And truckers are no joke. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to mess with a truck.
Yeah, they'll kick your ass.
Yeah. And I was 15. Like, I'm not trying to get that happen. Like, laying in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
So, anyways, for whatever reason, we didn't go home, which is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
We went.
Well, you're 15.
Yeah, we went over to the high school, shot a couple more cars, and then we started to walk out of the woods and go back to his house because he just lived through the woods from the high school.
Right.
So we were close proximity. All of a sudden, sheriff's car pulls in the parking lot and turns his lights on.
Oh no!
And my initial reaction was hide or run, right?
That's that's understandable.
So we kind of took off. We started taking off riding. I think we were riding our bikes or running, pushing them or something. And he like turns on his lights, freaking jumps the curb, like comes after us. And he gets within like 10 feet, and I stopped running.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy kept running, but I stopped. And he gets out of the car, pulls his gun on us, and is like, "Get on the ground." And so I face planted on the asphalt, dude. Like, I kissed it. Like, when you're staring down the barrel of a 9mm, like, that'll get you on the ground quick.
Yeah, that's...
So, I was like... So, it ended up being the resource officer for the high school.
Right.
Even though it was summer, he took us into his office in the high school and called our parents, whatever. Didn't get in trouble, really. Just had to do, like, probation stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I basically had to pay a fine or pay for the damages that I'd caused, which is, like, a broken taillight or something. But anyways, so that was the long story.
Wait, let me just pause it. I could see somebody driving down with their windows open, like, just, like, taking a sip of water, and then you shoot their paint, the like a water ball right out of their mouth. Sniper! Oh man, and it's not funny because that was stupid.
Yeah,
but that idea is pretty funny.
I mean, yeah. So that's the long story leading up to the Grand Theft Auto story. So we get home, and at the time, like, I was a good kid. Like, I didn't get in trouble. I didn't cuss. I didn't, like, nothing.
Right.
So cuss words were, like, funny to me at the time.
Yeah.
So I walk in, and, like, we lived with my granddad and grandma. So I walked in, and my grandpa was like, "Where you been, boy?" And he already knew. Yeah. And I started laughing, and I was like, "To hell in that." And I'll never forget, my dad was like, "Oh, you think it's funny? Get in my room." I got lit up. Man. Leather belt and all, man.
Have you touched a paintball gun since?
No. So that happened. He whooped the crap out of me. And then after that, he knew we had been playing Grand Theft Auto, so he walked in our room and he was like, I think you're learning all these bad habits from playing this game.
Right.
And he just cracked it right in half and threw it away. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto since.
Are you serious?
Swear. Oh, and that was like,
we got to get you back. Shooting cars.
That might have been the first. I mean, it was early. Like, it had to be.
God.
It had to be early on, like first or second.
See, when mine got broke, I just got another one.
Right.
You're just like,
I could have. I mean, obviously, I'm an adult now. It,
it's like you put it in your system. Your dad walks in your room. Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
That's
man.
My Grand Theft Auto story.
Well, that is a story and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
wild. It was like an out of body experience. Like, I had never been in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even get in trouble at school. Like,
I mean,
detention.
Everyone, even. Well, that's good.
And the next thing, I'm sitting in the back of a police car, handcuffed. Like, who can tell that story?
Yeah, that goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
And that's one of those stories.
Crazy.
Damn. Well, let's get into rapid fire.
All right.
I don't know if you're ready. I've switched a little bit of the questions up. I usually like to switch it up for different guests, and I added some different ones specifically for you. So maybe you can point them out or not. But let's go ahead and get started. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Favorite all-time system?
PS2.
Okay. Favorite all-time game? It could be back from as a kid.
One of my favorite ones was All-Star Baseball 99.
Oh, that's good. We used to play that a bunch, didn't we? What game were you best at?
Probably Madden 04 with the Michael
Vick, yeah. That's a fun one. What do you have to have while gaming?
Just something to drink usually.
That's mine. That's exactly.
Like, I've been on a green tea kick lately, trying to be more healthy. So I'll grab a green tea or a water. Sometimes an Angry Orchard.
Yeah, for me, it's I literally like take sips of whatever it is. Like you said, I don't care if it's a beer, I don't care if it's a water, whatever it is. I have to be sipping something while I'm playing.
Yeah.
In between rounds and stuff too. Most underrated game.
Ooh. Most underrated game.
It's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
Like something that you don't see other people playing a bunch, but you enjoyed it. You just want to skip this one?
Yeah,
that's
come
tough.
back. I'll think about it.
All right. What's your favorite part about Xbox Live? Because you're kind of fairly new to Xbox Live.
I just think it's cool how far things have come. Like from just playing locally, like with your buddy next to each other, like playing people across the world, across the country.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally in a party with someone from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Half the time, and then then in with someone from Spartanburg, Ohio, like all these different places, and you never thought you'd ever do that. Yeah.
And like people,
you're a little late to the game though on Xbox Live, but now that you're here, like isn't it crazy? Like that's the same way how I felt in middle school whenever I had it. I was like, I cannot believe like I'm talking to different people,
right?
Like around the world, like.
That's the coolest part, is just meeting new people, and like now that Chad's got an Xbox, like being able to hang out with him via Xbox. Like,
you guys are in
I feel like I'm spending time with my brother,
Comfort. And that's what a lot of people I feel like don't understand is like, you're playing Xbox all day, blah, 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 but you're really socializing.
Right.
Like a lot of people don't understand, like, dude, get outside, talk. And obviously you need to get outside, do whatever you got to do, but a lot of people don't understand is the socialism. Like as long as you're in parties with people talking, you're not just. It's not just by yourself. I couldn't do that. Right. By the way, I couldn't just play by myself, just like not talking. That's why also I stream. I have to have someone interacting with me.
I literally don't play unless somebody else is.
That's how it is. That's how it is for me too. Favorite gun in the new COD.
I think the Kilo.
Oh, yeah, Kilo's fun.
I like the Kilo.
That thing is literally no recoil. I love it. AR, it melts.
Yep.
Favorite game as a kid? Still All-Star Baseball, probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter the game as long as it was sports.
Yeah.
I would go from anything.
You remember we used to play WWE, like the ladder matches with you and your brother? By the way, his brother's Ginger Billy. For the people who are watching this, if you know JBUNC already, I'm sure you know Ginger Billy. So shout out to him. So yeah, anything sports related as a kid. Well, good segue. Favorite sport?
Now probably football.
Yeah, that's kind of how.
In the past, I think it was baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of switched.
It's kind of hard to.
I think baseball is. It's just so hard to watch a full baseball game.
It really is. Playoffs are fun to watch.
Yeah.
I do enjoy, but like how many games there?
Right.
I think that's why football really is like steps up, and because this is one time a week for your favorite team. But the good news is like you can watch them all the games at once.
And even playoffs, like if you lose, you're done. With baseball, it's like best of 5, best of 7.
Yeah.
Like that gets old.
Yeah, there's only one Super Bowl. Like you win that game, that's it. You don't. It's not a best of. So, favorite sports player.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan? Okay. Favorite team? And when I say favorite team, I'm just going to go, you can do college with baseball, football, whatever, just name them all.
All right. Favorite team, college, is the Tar Heels.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball would be the Braves. Football, Panthers.
Yep.
With football, it's unique, though. I am a Panthers fan, but I'm not, like, diehard.
Right.
I'm more of a fantasy fan. Like,
yeah,
I just like I love players.
Right.
Like I hate the Saints, but Michael Thomas, like I love him.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's my favorite player.
Yeah,
like,
and he's Seahawks. So
yeah, it just with that, it's just the players. And NBA's the same way. The Hornets are so trash that I just can't.
Shout out Hornets.
At Hornets, get better.
Yeah, no, for real. That hashtag should have been trending like.
Yeah.
Forever ago.
So that's the same thing. I'm just a player fan.
Well, you made it through the rapid fire. If you want to go back and answer the most underrated game, if not, I mean that's fine. It's a tough one because
I was thinking about one that I used to play a lot.
You can name it. I forgot what I said. It's probably
most people probably think it was stupid, but Crazy Taxi.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I used to play it all the time.
Yeah, that's one of those games
and
that
it was just
wasn't a
like
blockbuster.
Most people might see it was dumb, but it was fun.
Yeah,
like, you drove around the taxi and it was like Crazy Taxi.
Dude, but now there's games something like Goat Simulator. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Yeah.
But you literally just a goat run around and just jump into shit.
Right.
Like it's crazy. So like, I'm pretty sure Crazy Taxi isn't the weirdest thing that people think is like a underrated game.
And I think that was PS2. Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, it was. I remember. Speaking of that, Ginger Billy threw out Crazy Taxi out your window one time.
I remember that.
Me and my friend was over, and my friend challenged him. He's like, Chad was like, I'll do it. I don't care. And then he's like, you won't throw that out the window. He goes, oh no? Takes it out of the PlayStation, goes, like a frisbee straight through your window.
It doesn't surprise me.
Oh man.
Going back to the favorite game though.
Yeah.
The Need for Speed series was one of the best, and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2.
I was gonna say 2
was the best game.
Was
ever.
that one with the yellow Lambo?
The yellow Lambo.
That was the
front,
best,
dude.
man. Because you could I could be the cop, you could be the getaway driver, or whatever, and you just switch, every time. That was a good. I wish. I don't know. I don't know if the new ones you could do that, but that's why I like going back and playing the old ones because some modes were just so good. Dude. You just sit there, set spike strips.
If they would just keep the game and update the graphics, I would play that now.
Yeah.
Like,
just I forgot what it's called, but remaster it. Just kind of like Call of Duty, they do that. Yeah, that would be sick. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Madden League. We are in a Madden League for those who don't know, and he's the Saints. I was the Seahawks. Obviously, I don't have the same team at all as what I started. I made a lot of trades, but he's the Saints. What do you think of the league, though? We have 32 now. As of yesterday, I think.
Yep.
What do you think?
I like it, man. It's something we've talked about for a long time,
Yeah.
wanting to do a franchise like that where it's all users. And it's just super cool, man, playing these guys head to head.
Yeah.
And going back to the socializing thing. Like,
Right.
we're meeting players from across the country, meeting other players locally that we didn't know previously.
That's true.
And just the ability to play head to head like that is really cool.
Yeah, and shout out to Sunshine. He's our commissioner, and he got this all together. He literally just popped in one of my streams. I was playing Madden. He popped in my stream and was like, "Hey, man, do you want to start a league?" And in my back of my head, I'm like, "This is gonna fail. This is gonna fail." But me and him have been working together and really hard to where this doesn't fail. And we've got 32 teams, and I want to say the majority actually keep up and stuff. And there's a few teams that doesn't, but eventually we'll figure that out. And hopefully this can carry on over to the next season. But when I want to say that, I just got breaking news like on the way home. I didn't even tell you about this. Do you remember NFL 2K5? It was a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that game was like one of the best games ever. It was an ESPN game.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're coming back in 2021, and Madden needs to watch out because that game was one of the best games ever in football, and everyone agrees.
Yeah.
And if they bring that thing back, that's gonna be something else,
some competition,
man. Yeah,
man. I used to love that. You could do your crib and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that was legit.
You have trophy, like a whole trophy case thing. You could, like basically just make your whole crib awesome.
Yeah.
Like, do I want these couches or these couches? Like
yeah, it was
half the time you were just decorating your crib. But yeah, that game was awesome. So I did just get news on the way here. But going back to the league though, I think it's awesome. We've been talking about it forever, and getting a lot of good friends already involved too. But also meeting new people was cool, and now, like you said, people locally are here, and man.
It's just a cool concept, man.
Yeah.
Like every game being a user game, like
because
awesome.
you get sick of like I love doing franchise and doing salary cap stuff. We do that all the time with like MLB The Show. Yeah. But now going into Madden, I can't play the computers anymore.
Yeah.
As much whenever you get so competitive to where it's just like this is too easily. Like you already know what the computer's gonna do.
Right.
And every now and then they can put up a game or something, but most of the time, like, I don't know, it's just not the same playing an actual user. Like, different plays. It's basically chess match.
Yep.
And you don't play it against a computer. It's not that fun. So
Agreed.
I'm really happy that we have a whole user league though. I thought we were gonna get like 15, 20 people at max.
Yeah.
And now we actually have a full squad. I like it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And I guess we'll close out talking about a little bit of Warzone. That game mode is actually downloading right now. I'm watching it. And I still got 14 minutes for it to update. And I'll be playing Warzone, which you haven't really got to play any of the Battle Royale games. As in Fortnite, PUBG, H1Z1, King of the Kill. All those kind of games where you drop out of the sky, Apex, dropping out of the sky, you and your team pick a location, get together, loot up, and just go against hundreds of people.
Right.
And it's crazy, man. I can't wait. We're going to be playing it probably a lot because this game looks even better because now I heard you can, if you die or something, you get sent into a 1v1 gunfight, and you guys battle to see who responds back. That's what I've been told and stuff. And also there's some other stuff. You battle for cash. And if you have enough money, you can drop airstrikes down. So we're going to have some fun with that. What do you think?
Cool.
Like, have you seen really the Battle Royale stuff?
I mean, I've watched a little bit of it. Like some of the videos of PUBG and Fortnite. Obviously, that's the most popular. But I think with Fortnite, it gets a little fantasy. Like, with the building
cartoonish
and all that stuff. Yeah, like... I'm not a big fan of like the cartoonish fantasy stuff.
And
like, that's what I like about COD. It's more realistic.
Right. And see, I didn't get you on PUBG because I knew this was going to come out. I didn't know when it was coming out. I'm glad it's going to be today. But if I didn't know that this was coming out, I would have already had you on PUBG playing because PUBG is so realistic. Now some of the graphics isn't, but I mean it's just more. It's not cartoonish. You gotta hide in bushes if you need to. You gotta like, but yeah, and Fortnite is cartoonish and stuff. But I mean, it's tough to play.
Oh,
it's on a whole nother level because just because you're good at shooting doesn't mean you're good at the game. You got to learn how to be a good builder too. Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely a difficult game to play, and a lot of people, don't think about that. Which I want to give Fortnite its credit, even though I don't play it anymore. It's still a tough game, and PUBG is also a tough game in its own way too, because you got to be sneaky and stuff. So
I've watched streamers on Fortnite before, pros.
Oh my god,
it's unreal. Like I don't even understand. Yeah,
like building.
I don't even understand.
And then they get shot down. They go all over again.
Crazy.
So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. So I mean, 150 people. That's unheard of. Like that's not even a thing right now.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see how big this map is, and
yep, I'm excited about it.
The only thing is I really feel like it's going to it's just I think the game's going to crash today or tonight at least.
It could. The only thing
the servers at least, not the game.
The only thing I'm fearful of, and I hope they're better than this, but it's not the ground war maps. I hope they've done at least another map for
I got a little bit of information.
Warfare.
It's a bunch of this map's is huge. Like, all the ground war maps, put them together and times that by like 10. Like it's apparently supposed to be huge, man.
Gotcha.
So
maybe
I don't know what to expect.
Multiple maps. Like in ground war, you see parts of other
older,
maps,
maps.
Like, that you've played in.
I think they're gonna do that of ground war maps, but also they're adding more stuff. So it should be unheard of. Like I don't even know what to expect. So I'm
excited.
I'm looking forward to it too because and we had fun on ground war a little bit, but I mean, it comes to a point where it's just snipers only and stuff. But the cool thing about this is you don't start out with a gun.
Right.
You got to go find them, pick one. You might find a pistol.
Yeah.
I might find a sniper. And I don't know how. I haven't watched any of it today, guys. So I'm sure by the time you're watching this video, I already know how to play because I'm going to be playing really right after this recording. But I don't know if you can drop attachments for each other. I don't know how that is. It could be because that's how PUBG is. Or it could be something like Fortnite. You just pick up a gun and that's your gun.
Gotcha.
But you could still drop those kind of guns, just not like PUBG was so detailed where like I might have a sniper, but I have 2 different scopes, and I might have a 10x scope where I can zoom in all the way across the map, or I might only have a 2x scope. And you just use that, and also you can cycle them out. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to it though. Anything else you want to add?
I think so.
All right, man. Well, I'm sure we'll have you back, and I'm sure we'll have more stuff to talk about, especially of this league too.
Yep.
More update. Oh, we just played each other too.
Yep, we did.
We did, and I know you probably don't want me to bring this up, but you put up a fight though. Like it was, it looked like it was going to be out of hand in our first week. Or we played each other week 3, but we thought it was gonna go out of hand in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But man, you made a little comeback. I'm not gonna lie.
Tried, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Latavius Murray made me a little nervous, and you were dotting me up a little bit toward the end. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you'll be fine in this league.
I just gotta get better at decision making and. Like some of the passes I was forcing.
And all coming down to that is just playing more head-to-heads. Yeah. And you even told B-Ball that today.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. He's having a tough time.
Good luck, man.
And he is rebuilding, which is cool. And I did have to teach him a little bit of a salary cap, but I'm not gonna give him too much flack. He's learning as well. So
that's one thing I'll say about the Giants guy. I know you and him kind of got into it today, but I was DMing with him a lot today about trades and stuff. He is very smart with that. Like he's very salary cap minded. He's very draft minded and young player minded, because the Giants are one of those teams that's rebuilding.
Right, they're already on that rebuilding process.
So you're building around Saquon. Like that's it.
Yeah.
So even in the trades we were talking about, he's not necessarily going after high overalls on my team. He's going after young guys that are cheap, but that he can build up.
Yeah, so he plays franchise a lot. He knows what to
smart,
do. Yeah. Sunshine's kind of the same way. I think him and a few other guys who play a lot of franchise. Like, I don't play much franchise just because of it's always about computers, computer trades, and I don't
ever play it.
Right.
This is my first time playing.
So yeah, we might make some trades. I mean, I do look for the young age, though.
Yeah.
I look for that in the salary cap hit. So I've gotten a lot better at that. And also, there's some trades I'm sure some of the guys in the leagues like, well, discounts. What are you doing? But I'm also trying to make it an even playing field.
Right.
Because there's some guys that might not be as good and they might need some help. So I'm gonna do it again. Shout out to B-Ball. I gave him Aaron Donald for Bosa, which isn't like a crappy trade. No, I did it to help him. I said, hey man, use this 99 overall Aaron Donald, flip him for 2 85s or 88s, and make yourself better. Because he didn't make himself better at the first 2 weeks.
For sure.
He kind of traded away his team, so I was hoping he can at least get that start. And he's been doing good. So.
He's made a few good moves.
Yeah.
He's got to be patient. Like, you can't construct a good team in a week. Yeah. Like, take your time, build up some of your young players, even play through the rest of the season and do the draft, see what you get out of that.
Right.
And then go from there.
He didn't have picks either.
Right.
He finally got another pick back.
Right.
Wasn't his own. He did try to get that. Yeah, but at least he got a number 1 pick back, so maybe he can start rebuilding. I think he just went into it trying to, like you said, make a super dynasty in one day, and you can't do that.
No, you can't.
So anyway, shout out to UB Ball. Keep going, and
and everybody in the league. Shout out to them,
real.
man.
For real.
It's a good time. Look forward to playing everybody else, and it's been fun so far. Look forward to keep it going.
All right, man. Well, thanks for being on episode 8. We'll have you back.
Thanks
we'll
for
see
having
you guys, or we'll see you in the next one, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.